Hello and welcome to Wingin It, and welcome back to another Wingspan tournament game here from the Id Dove Duet. We're going to be playing an Asia Duet game with just those Asia cards, no expansions. So that's the format we've been doing, and we've had some success so far in this group stage, but still got a few more games left to go. We got one coming up here. We are going first, so we'll see if that's going to make a difference, if that's going to help us out. But first we'll take a look at our starting hand here. What have we got? All right. I feel like I've been getting Rosie Starling a lot recently, but it has come up again here, so we may well have to go with that being the only wetland bird in our hand, other than this spotted dove, which, yeah, can be a bit hit or miss. I'm not really a fan of these kind of migrating birds that are going to go to the other players' boards, so may well be, yeah, leaving that. And didn't really see too much great in the tray either. I mean, the Tragapan can be an interesting one, maybe for getting some eggs. So yeah, that might be one to look at, but see if the bonus card's going to make a difference. Probably not. We may go wetland population water here and just see if we can get another wetland engine going. As I say, we've had some good ones so far, so yeah, that may be the way to go here. But probably what I'm going to do, I say, just get the Rosie Starling down. Maybe go for the Kingfisher. Okay, no fish, so would need a couple of times drawing cards to try and, yeah, get the food for that Kingfisher to get it down. But yeah, I think otherwise we just dig and use the Rosie Starling to score some points, get some food. I'm not really that enthusiastic about the other options in my hands. So I think, yeah, we'll just lock that in. And as I say, see if we can get another wetland engine here, because they have served us well so far in this tournament. And all right, here we go on to our first turn of the game. We see our opponent keeping 3 birds over there, 2 R1s, so yeah, we'll see what those are going to be. But I'd say for now, get this Rosie Starling in. Now, it's a bit unfortunate because we can't, of course, pick a bonus space, but I think I'm going to go for this space here, seeing as it does help us, at least for these first 200 round goals. So we will do that. And yeah, I think probably I'm thinking about whether I lay eggs here and use that to see more cards. I think probably it's going to be much more tempting, I think, here to actually just go and yeah, spend some turns digging just off the top of the deck. But yeah, conventional wisdom, got to get back used to these baseboards where you do normally lay eggs and discard those to yeah, see some more cards. So maybe we will do that. And the thing is, we are potentially going to need some eggs at some point if we are going to be adding yeah, to this wetlands engine. So I think in the interest of seeing more cards, we'll do that. But our opponent's got a nice opening here. Forest Owlet, that is a strong forest bird. So definitely got to watch out, yeah, a little bit there. But I say we'll get our eggs in here with the Starling. And yeah, I'm really hoping we just get something to go alongside it. Because building out the wetlands, it's kind of the same principle as when you've got Mute Swan, Chiff Chaff, any of those sort of mass attacking birds. You just need to get the wetlands going as quickly as you can, get it built out, get more cards coming through. Because every card that you're drawing is a point here. Obviously with the, yeah, tucking power here on the Starling. So I want to be using that and scoring, yeah, as many points as I can. So any sort of card drawing bird, but preferably, yeah, a nice point scoring one. But okay, we've got some card draw over there for my opponent with the yellow bitten. So yeah, we'll watch out for that. Maybe maybe that means they'll pick up this Tragapan, given that it is in the middle, and maybe give us some free cards. But yeah, we're going to go off the top Violet Cuckoo. Not really sure that's going to be the one for us in this game. Philippine Eagle though, that may well be. That is, yeah, a game-defining bird in many ways. So are we feeling up to the gamble? We may well. So yeah, I'll keep that up my sleeve. But yeah, that may be worth getting down this round, especially if we can grab a rat from the feeder. Kind of wishing I kept one at the start, but you know, if I'd kept the rat, I probably would have drawn a nice fish-eating bird. So that's just how it goes. But yeah, I think certainly, as I say, this can make or break the game. I've had some mixed experience with it so far. But yeah, if it's going to be running hot and drawing us some bonus cards, We could be in with a good chance here. And back onto our turn here. Looks like, yeah, opponent is drawing cards, flipping that tray a little bit, at least in the middle. We're going to continue also drawing cards ourselves. So, okay, Whitebrow Titwarbler, that might be, yeah, potentially an interesting one. We'll keep on discarding to dig. Okay, Peafowl, also interesting. If we want some more cards, would be giving some away though to my opponent. So, I think, yeah, I think there's maybe something you can do with this Titwarbler. So, I think I will certainly tuck the Peafowl there, but yeah, still got time in this round to, yeah, maybe do a bit of damage, but I think probably, I think if there's still a rat there, which it looks like there is. Oh, Jungle Fowl's just come up. Okay, that we may need to jump on. Yeah, and trade out the Titwarbler. But yeah, I think if the rat's there, if we can get Philippine Eagle down, I think we kind of have to do that. But yeah, red Jungle Fowl. This is what I mean. We're just having some very similar games here. I think we're probably going to put that in the wetlands and get some eggs and some more cards. So yeah, we'll trade out the Titwarbler. But this is where Rosie Starling's just being really, really good to us. Is yeah, being able to get some food. And it's worms, which isn't all the food that we want, but it will be useful here. We can do some forcing here. And yeah, we're just going to be hopefully getting a nice engine going. And Philippine Eagle, we've got to look at these duet spaces. Yeah, if I can get my hands on this space, this could be huge because that extra food could just help get this Jungle Fowl down a little bit sooner. So certainly a key thing in these early turns, in these early stages of a duet game. Think about the duet spaces. Think about which ones you can hopefully grab and get yourself a little bonus resource along the way. So yeah, I think, as I say, we are going to take this rat here, and then I think we force down the eagle and probably lay eggs. Probably lay eggs that last turn. I think, yeah, we're not really going to make a push for the centre of round goal, but that's fine. It's only a couple of points. It's not the end of the world. And if we can be going first in the next round, I think, yeah, trying to get this Jungle Fowl in the game as quickly as possible. As I say, suddenly getting those eggs, suddenly getting just some more cards, more tucks on the Starling. Yeah, that's going to be important. As I say, just to get things going. And who knows, maybe we'll find our favourite Moonia. Maybe we'll get the large build crow again. And it's just going to be the same kind of game on repeat. I'm sure you guys probably are hoping for something slightly different. But as I say, maybe it will be different because maybe this Philippine Eagle is going to get us some good bonus cards. So I kind of wanted that seed, so that's a bit unfortunate. My opponent did, yeah, go and take that. But okay, we are going to get a reroll. So I think, yeah, this is the time to get Phil in the game. So we are, as I say, going to take this duet space. We're going to reroll. Hopefully a seed. There we go. This feeder is being very fish and rat heavy, but we do get the food we want. So that's very nice. And yeah, as I say, let's get the Jungle Fowl in, and we're kind of looking good for this bonus card, gotta say. Cavity Nest to start is helpful. Ground Nests, yeah, not super common either. So yeah, maybe we can find a Cup Nest and a Platform and a Star and maybe get max points here, but to be honest, I'll take 3 points from this kind of bonus card. I wouldn't mind that at all, and as I say, maybe a Philippine Eagle wants to do us a favor, wants to get us some good yeah, activations here. We're going to get 4 of them, so based on the probabilities of this bird, we should be expecting at least 1 successful go. It's about a 1 in 3 chance of it hitting, so yeah, give it 4 rounds. We should be getting at least 1 bonus card off this. But I'll be crossing my fingers for more because I think, yeah, you always want more bonus cards and just give yourself a little bit more of a chance in the game. But yeah, opponent's been digging a lot, so I'll be interested to see which birds are going to come out. As I say, maybe if we see that Tragopan come in, could be quite a strong one over there, but extra cards for us would be good because we could score points with those. So we'll have to wait and see. Back to us for our last turn of the round. And okay, we are going to be getting some cards, but it's actually from the Avadavat. So going for a bit of a Grasslands engine potentially here. My opponent will yeah, definitely be watching out for that. And yeah, they are winning the end round goal. That's fine. So we're going to lay our eggs and just get ready. Get ready to get jungle fowl in the game in that wetlands. And yeah, as I say, we can already start to think about which tokens we might want to go for. I think, you know, there's definitely a path to trying to connect these two in. I think the middle of the duet board is always key to try and control. So yeah, if we can maybe pick up just some of those central ones, it's going to be good for this next end of round goal as well. Potentially that last one as well, just spreading out. It's probably going to be a tie. I think that one is normally quite easy to get, yeah, one token in each row. So that'll be certainly something for us to think about and consider. But we have got a long game still to go in order to prep for that. But yeah, as I say, just that little bit of planning, that little bit of thinking about the duet tokens. But really, most important thing about this jungle fowl is just getting it in the game, using those eggs, scoring points. And yeah, hopefully getting more good stuff that we can play with all of these worms that the Rosy Starling is going to give us. But I'm definitely intrigued to see if this is going to be a grass and pivot. Certainly looks to be the case. So are we going to be getting some free cards? Yes, we are. Bidded Reedling. Okay, I don't think you're going to be too interesting, but as I say, it's all going to be tucks. But for now, here we go. It's Philippine Eagle time. Can we get ourselves a bonus card? One rat. Still one rat. We finish on 2, so bad luck there. Not to be. We've got 3 more opportunities to try and get ourselves some points. So lose the end of round goal into the next round. That trade's pretty awful. So I'm just going to go ahead and play, yeah, this red jungle fowl. So as I say, got some thinking to do on the bonus space. So I'm probably going to go this one because it does connect through. It does start to bring us towards where we want to be. So I suppose actually I could go for this one over here for the same reasons. And it's on not the edge of the map, which of course we want for the center round goal. So yeah, I might actually go here because if I'm thinking about, you know, it's a different horizontal row, just in case we may not reach over here, but actually spreading out into grasslands and forests could be good from that spot. So we'll do that. And yeah, as I say, now suddenly we've gone from a 1-point wetlands to a 3-point wetlands with the eggs and the extra tuck. So I think we're in a good spot here. We're in good shape. Yeah, it's just going to be a case of what we can find from a little bit of digging. But got to say, my opponent, this is looking good as well. I think this Avad, I've not really seen it used to that great of an effect yet. I think a lot of people see this as kind of like a Franklin Skull Killdeer replacement. I'm not convinced it's of that level, but we'll see as my opponent is going to, yeah, have some experience with it in this game. But we're just going to chuck up. We're going to draw some cards and see what we get. So, okay. Luring Plover. Yeah, again, kind of one that we have been playing quite a lot of recently. Not really sure it's too useful here where, yeah, this jungle fowl, we have got this egg limit to consider. So I think probably, given that we're going to be tucking loads on the Starling, don't necessarily need that. I might keep this Twite because, again, that can be quite an interesting one to maybe play at some point. But I think for now, yeah, we are just going to be tucking most of what we draw. We do have that card deficit to think about as well. So if we, you know, skip a tuck here or there, it's not the end of the world. We can always, yeah, do an extra tuck on a future turn and get that point back. So I'm not overly worried or concerned by that. But yeah, as I say, not a great trade. So I think both of us will be just digging from the deck. I think, yeah, that's where this Avad is likely to get lots of use. But okay, Brambling's now going in. So maybe some more card draw, more card cycle. We'll watch out for that. But yeah, we'll just keep on going. Keep on going off the top. Eagle Owl, pretty nice. I've got to say, glad my opponent's not found that. I think probably this is Yurtit's not of interest though. So yeah, I think, again, we'll just tuck both of those. And yeah, I think probably we'll just keep going. Jungle Fowl's got space. We're just going to keep racking up these worms. And hopefully before too long, we'll be able to get something good in. Our turn once again. Now, yeah, opponent is grabbing some food. So I'm sure there's going to be some good stuff coming in pretty soon. And all right, we're getting some more interesting stuff. So Eurasian Coot might be a bit overkill, but, you know, maybe not because we have got Plumbeous Red Start as well. So that could definitely be an interesting option. And this is a cup nest, actually, that we do potentially want for the, yeah, wetland population monitor. So I think in that case, I'll actually get rid of the twite here. And I think, yeah, we'll go with a red start. So we'll get that in. And yeah, the coot, I mean, this could just be one of those purist full tucks where we just draw and draw and draw and tuck basically everything. But I think, yeah, certainly we'll do the red start and then, I don't know, I'll probably give myself a couple more chances. I've got to think, again, where is this duet space going to go? Probably on the worm here. The coot maybe could look at going for this space here. So we're starting to get somewhere in terms of connecting our tokens into one group. But yeah, as I say, I think we're starting to get some interesting options, which is definitely going to help out. But some very aggressive food drawing here. So my opponent, I'm sort of assuming, has found some birds to play. I think whenever you sort of see, you know, food being gained a few times, maybe needing specific food, maybe needing a berry or something that's not coming up. But certainly grabbing some food, and this owlet's doing work. So yeah, I'd imagine maybe we're going to see more grass and birds coming. But I think, yeah, I think we are going to go this Plumbeous Red Start now. It's a guaranteed point for us, guaranteed card. It's a maybe card for my opponent. And I've got to be honest, I think they've already got pretty good card access. So I don't worry too much about that in this situation. And yeah, as I say, I think we're going to grab this one. Now, maybe actually we could go down here. This one is on the edge of map, but it is in a new row, which we do need for that last round. So there's definitely some consideration there, but I think I'm going to play it a bit safer for the end of round, and yeah, for trying to just connect these tokens in. So we'll go with the original spot we wanted. And yeah, I mean, the thing is, we could just play this coot now. It would be an extra point to be drawing an extra card. As I say, I'm sort of maybe holding out hope that we get better options for this bonus card. Maybe it's greedy. Maybe I'm hoping for a Bio Weaver or something. As I say, I sort of joked about it earlier, but that large bill crow would again be really good here with the extra cards, with the extra food to do that tuck and cash power. So we may just hold on to the coot for now, but yeah, opponent's still going. More food. So I think I have a feeling a berry was needed because a berry has been grabbed. Maybe we are going to see the tracker pan come in. That would be very interesting. But yeah, loads and loads of food for sure. Kind of dangerous situation, but we are going to go and draw cards again. And yeah, see what the red slot's going to do for us. Okay, we get the adjutant. Not really what I was looking for here. So I think we just tuck all of those. Get them under the rosy starling. And yeah, I think we are good for this end of round goal. So that's reassuring. And the points are looking strong. I mean, 36 already. I'm still crossing my fingers. Philippine Eagle. You still got time to do us some good work here. And get us some more bonus cards, which, yeah, we may need to look at playing more birds. So maybe it's not going to be a complete purist full tuck. Maybe we are going to have to, yeah, get some birds down with the starling food that is going to come through. But yeah, I think regardless, we're getting a nice engine here. We are scoring well early in this game, and we're seeing lots of cards. And I say this time and time again, but I feel like it especially applies on these baseboard games. Card draw is just the most important thing you can have in Wingspan. So being able to see this many cards, yeah, definitely going to serve us well. But I say, definitely worried by the just sheer volume of food over here. Which lovely birds have been found? What are we going to see come in? It's going to be green bee eater. So okay, well maybe we can, you know, play a little bit of havoc there and get rid of the wormy birds from the tray, because we are going to be drawing lots. So I might just go ahead and do that now. So rock pigeon, you can go away. And I'm glad I have drawn here because purple heron, and that is exactly the kind of bird I want here. So very, very happy with that. I may actually discard an egg here just for another card, given that we can tuck regardless. And yeah, I think we are going to go ahead and do that. So we'll tuck these three. And to be honest, we could just be done. I could just happily play these two birds and just draw for the rest of the game. I've certainly had worse ideas than that. And yeah, I mean, it'd be a pretty easy engine to just go and run for the rest of the game. But I'd say purple heron, I mean, that's the platform nest we need here. So that definitely goes in. That's going to be a strong one. Still plenty of time to get points from that. It's kind of the wetland version of forest owlet, and we can see how well that's been doing. for my opponent. So, yeah, I think if we can get similar success, I'll definitely be happy. But yeah, Bioweaver, still holding out hope. If that wants to show up, we'll be very happy. But okay, more birds going down. White-crested laughing thrush. So okay, we'll be getting even more food. Hopefully, we're going to be getting some bonus cards. So come on, this is your second chance, Phil. 1 rat. There we go. 3 rats after 2 rolls. What are we going to get on the bonus card? Okay. Is Wetland Ranger any good? I don't think that's going to be especially helpful for us, either of these 2 bonus cards. So that is a bit of a shame. We may have to go Grassland Ranger and just see if we can, yeah, get 3 birds there, because I don't think we've got any hope of doing Wetland Ranger. So it's a bit of a shame that it finally hits and gives us a dud, but as I say, we'll maybe see if we can, yeah, make something work with that. But yeah, Brambling over here as well. This is particularly strong, so my opponent will be getting, yeah, some good usage out of that. But going into round 3, very happy with how this board is coming together for us. I'd say this Purple Heron is going to be really, really good. And yeah, maybe it is going to be coup. I think I'll give myself time. I'll give myself a little bit of time just drawing cards. There's no advantage at this point to rushing the coup down. So yeah, we can just wait and see on that. But into round number 3, that's a much better trade that my opponents could be happy with. So yeah, never good to see Great Indian Bustard pop up. And the White-Headed Duck is a good combo because you can see more bonus cards and maybe find a good one that you do want to go and copy. So yeah, I'd imagine those will be picked up. And indeed they are. But we can truck on, we can get our Heron down, and I think there's a very nice duet space here waiting for us. So I'll be grabbing that. We're going to be getting a bonus. We could very well take this Golden Pheasant. Now, it's not great with the Jungle Fowl. Maybe it's a block. Maybe I block the Drongo if I think my opponent's going to lay eggs here. If I'm just going to tuck anyway, do you know what? Let's just do that. And are we going to get more worms come up? Yeah, we are. So this is the thing. Bee Eater, I think it's pretty reliable. It's pretty often that you do get a bird with a worm in the tray. So if we are going to be drawing, yeah, as much as we plan to be, then yeah, it's not really too hard to try and just cause a little bit of havoc where we can. But I say Purple Heron helping out Wetland Population Monitor. And yeah, given that we are going to be seeing lots of cards, I would like to give myself a few chances to find Bioweaver. It is worth remembering in these Asia games, it's a much smaller deck. So, you know, we've already worked through a lot of cards here. We actually might run out of cards to tuck. I've talked about this, and I think both of my last 2 games, neither time has it been a problem, but it's been close, and it could well be a problem here if my opponent is, yeah, drawing cards a lot, especially using... There's a Vadavat doing some tucking on the Bee Eater as well. So, yeah, maybe have to watch out for that. But not as many cards in the deck. So when you are looking for a specific bird, yeah, you're slightly more likely to find it than if you're playing with all expansions with like 400 and something cards in the deck, trying to find just the exact one you want. So it looks like we are getting a free card here. Okay, Little Egret. Don't think we're going to be... yeah, going with you. So let's go ahead and draw some cards and see what we get. Okay, Small Minivet. That's actually pretty good here with the worm in the food cost. So I think we'll be looking at that. Desert Finch as well could be useful for Grassland Ranger. So interesting options coming up here. We are going to, yeah, go 3 dice on the Purple Heron. Excellent stuff. 3 points. Love to see it. Okay, Brahmani Kite is also kind of interesting. Could definitely look at that. Say Eurasian Coup is just going to be so tempting, given these excess cards and given as well the Avadavat. We've got to remember that is going to be giving us some extras. So yeah, I think for now we'll just get rid of those. But yeah, I think that's the thing, is that every activation my opponent does of this Grasslands, which I imagine we'll see quite a few to try and score points, to try and get more cards, it's going to be a card to us which, yeah, would be basically a free point with this Eurasian Coot. So maybe we do just get this down. I say the Minivet's going to be nice. I think we could look at doing a nice double play at some point. And just thinking about these duet spaces, thinking about trying to qualify. Maybe this end of round goal is an option. Birds in forest. Maybe, again, that last one. Just try to get as many horizontal rows as we can. Yeah, currently on just 4. So if we can get to the promised land of 6, that will be, I think, a good target to go for. And yeah, we're going to need some grass and birds for that as well. If we are going to try and hit this bottom row, because I think probably if we go with the coop, I'm going to want this space here. So I think it could, yeah, could definitely go in that space and just connect all of our lovely tokens in together. But yeah, still got enough time, I think, to try and play around that. Just try and see what is available to us. So you are taking food there. So yeah, strong food turn. Owlet's missing, which is good. And yeah, maybe... I think I'm going to go once more. I'm going to go once more. At the very least. Okay, Tailor Bird. That could be useful, again, for, for that bonus card. But yeah, I'm still holding out hope. Bioweaver, you're still out there somewhere. Purple Heron, you're doing a fantastic job. I appreciate that. But yeah, the rest of these birds that we're drawing, not quite so interesting. So I think we'll just go and tuck all of those. But yeah, we are definitely going to need to keep an eye on this deck. Only 25 cards left, plus 15 in the discards. So if we did want to go with the coot, and if we were going to try and tuck 6 every turn, there's not loads and loads of turns left to be able to do all of that. But yeah, I feel like this is the play. I feel like this is just going to help out, because got to think about the jungle fowl eggs. We are getting close to our limit of 6 there. And once it's full, it's full. I don't think we're going to be playing enough birds. I mean, we could certainly go Minivet into Tailor Bird if we're absolutely desperate. Maybe depends if Philippine Eagle wants to hit again and give us another good choice of bonus cards, or I should say a better choice than it gave us last time. Then that could certainly, yeah, make for some interesting decisions. But yeah, I think regardless, the coot feels like it is going to go in. But I've got to say, lots of cards already, so I don't know, maybe... I feel like there's got to be a point in the game for my opponent here where you don't just keep laying eggs, you sort of switch it up a little bit, start taking food and playing big point birds, or go with the Tragopans. So that has gone in. We are going to get some free cards coming through from that. So yeah, I think we've got to go with the coot, but I don't know. Do I just hold out one more turn? I think this end of round goes now at reach, so I don't need to worry about rushing down forest birds. I'm going to go once more. I'm going to go once more and see what comes our way. Okay, Trumpeter Finch, again, could be useful for this bonus card. We shall see. Purple Heron can't keep working miracles. But yeah, more tucking material here, so I think probably all 3 of these are just going to go. And yeah, maybe... Oh, I don't know. Maybe we go once more. Maybe I'm being greedy. I think if Bioweaver comes up, it would just be so perfect for everything that we're trying to do here. So, yeah, I think that could be our ticket. But if we go once more, then the jungle fowl will be full, and then we could always just play the coot on that last turn. I'm hoping the duet space I want is still going to be available. That is a little bit of the risk that we run by holding out a little bit longer here, but yeah, we could still quite easily get that down. It's just going to be worms all the way. We should be able to force lots of stuff down. Maybe, as I say, like Trumpeter Finch into Desert Finch, especially if we, you know, maybe got something else that we could play and squeeze 3 points out here. That could be a good combo. Yeah, as I say, maybe the Tailor Bird even wouldn't be terrible, but once we've got this engine going, once we've got all these yeah, birds in our wetlands and we're just drawing, we're just going to be scoring so many points, so many tucks. It's almost not going to be worth doing anything else, so we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe it's going to depend on Philippine Eagle as well. And back onto our turn here. Okay, bird has gone down. Has it blocked the space I wanted? Yes, it has. So should have gone sooner. Shouldn't have kept waiting. Too late now. So in that case, we may as well just draw again, because there's no point rushing that down. if the space we wanted has gone. So what can we get? Going off the top. Okay, Rosering Parakeet. Honestly, that could be kind of interesting because I know my opponent has got the Bustard, so we could copy that very nicely. So that's going to be a good option to go with. The rest, not so much. There we go. Purple Heron. Doing excellent work here. Oh, an Indian Vulture. Okay, well, if I suspect maybe there is an endangered species situation going on, that could also be interesting. And I don't know, maybe we do something like Indian Vulture, Parakeet, Trumpeter Finch. That could be, yeah, that could be sorting us out for this bonus card. So suddenly the world is our oyster. We're getting lots of good choices coming through now. Definitely, yeah, definitely 3 cards to get rid of. So that's a no-brainer there. Yeah, still got to keep paying attention. Got to keep a close eye on the number of cards available. Only 30 left. Obviously still lots in our hand. But yeah, I think there is still potentially time for this. We could take this space here. Obviously not connecting through in the way that we wanted, but we'll still get a bonus point because we'll get another card. And yeah, certainly some things to think about with these grassland spaces as well. We do still need one in this top row. That does worry me that we're not going to be able to do that. So there's certainly a world where I just ignore this bonus card and actually instead I go and do the Minivet into the Parakeet up in the forest. So that's going to be an option. We're, as I say, going to have plenty, I think, to think about in this last round. It doesn't feel like it's going to be quite as simple as just drawing cards. But yeah, the problem is that I'm going to need my opponent to play the Bustard sooner rather than later if I'm even going to be able to copy this. If they wait until the last turn, then I'm not going to be able to do that. But there's still the White-Headed Duck. That's not a bad one to copy. We'll just have to wait and see what we get to choose from. Coming through to our last turn of the round here, we get a free card coming through. So yeah, I think we've got to just settle for this coup. We've got to just settle for it. So into the game you go. And yeah, quite unassuming. Not a big chunk of points right now, but it's the potential. It's the tucks we're going to get with that later. And I'll say the free card we're going to get here. So we'll go off the top. Okay, there's the Munia that has served us so well in these wetland engines so far. Not going to be the case today. Honestly, if that had come up, I probably would have played that because the Star Nest would have been really, really nice. But yeah, I think the Coot here, we're going to be able to use 3 tucks on that without too much issue for many of our remaining turns. And then, as I say, just some difficult decisions with regard to the other birds. But all right, Philippine Eagle, you get another chance here. 1 rat, still 1 rat, 2 rats in the end. So yeah, no more success for you. We lose the end of round goal, unfortunately. We come into the last round. What have we got? Of course, there's Bioweaver. Of course, it was the next bird in the deck. Of course, Wingspan has a funny sense of humour sometimes. But okay, well, we're just going to draw. Honestly, House Crow could be an option if we want to double play. Where on earth have you gone? Small Minivet. Pick up a couple of tokens and do some caching. So I think I'll be grabbing that. I may actually block the Bioweaver because it could be one. My opponent could easily pick that up, play it, and then just do some massive tucking at the end. So I think I will still take it. But yeah, we'll go tuck you, and you. And yeah, we'll go ahead, I guess, do our rolls on the Heron, not to be. Get another card. Okay, Hoopo. Nice big points. Probably not going to play that, but we can definitely get rid of a few extra cards here. So I think Desert Finch is going to be too expensive. As I say, I could certainly see a world where Trumpeter Finch into Desert Finch would be good. I think we just have to prioritize the Forest double play, though, because that, you know, there's 5 points on the line just with the end of round goal alone. So that's got to be, yeah, the thing to think about here. So probably Hoopo goes as well, if I'm completely honest. So we'll go with that. And yeah, we're picking up points. So I'd say definitely potential here. Minivet into House Crow would be good. You know, we're easily going to have 3 food to cash up there. So this is basically a 6-point bird. And yeah, with this double play, you know, you're looking at maybe 8 points for that double play. And then, yeah, that's not even thinking about, as I say, the end of round goal and those duet tokens that we'd be able to grab. So lots going for us there if we want to do that. But I think, yeah, I do really want to see if that buster goes down. The food is there. And yeah, maybe there's a case to get it down a little bit sooner if there's a specific duet space my opponent's going to want. So we may have to wait and see. But I don't think they know we've got this. So it's obviously an option, and I think it should be always something you're thinking about when you've got a good when played bird is does someone else have the parakeet? So yeah, we may see a delay to playing the strong birds, but if it does come out, I think we're going to have a decision to make there, especially knowing that we could be copying getting 5 extra points off this bonus card. So probably still got a couple more turns digging in us, and then we'll see which birds we're going to play. And on to our next turn here. Oh, it's not the bastard, but Sri Lanka Blue Magpie's got in. So okay, that might just then be more food being taken in order to use that caching power, because yeah, that's like our house crow, but a lot better. So very, very nice. But I say, I think we just go and dig, and we go and draw some cards, and we see what comes our way. So nothing too flashy here. So I think, yeah, we'll just go and do at least 2 tokens. I think we can suck all 3 actually without too much problem. Purple heron not quite there, unfortunately. And yeah, we want to go tuck. And we've really got to be making decisions now. So yeah, I think at the very least, I don't think Tailor Bird is going to work at all. I say there is still a situation where we could go Trumpeter Finch into Parakeet, play the Indian Vulture as well, and then pick up Grass and Ranger points. I think I would only really do that if I did think there was a good chance of Endangered Species Protector. So yeah, I think for now, I think we'll just do those and see what we need to react and do. But I say this House Crow, this would be a good play regardless. Parakeet, even if we copy that white-headed duck, could be a good play. Just lots and lots of different options opening up for us here. And I don't know, this feels like it could be a close game with that Magpie going down. That's a big play. As I say, if we do see the Busters coming as well, that's just going to be massive, massive points. So yeah, definitely feeling a little bit nervous coming into this end game. We may be relying on Philippine Eagle, but we may also just be relying on, yeah, squeezing as many points as we can out of these birds that we have got. But looks like, yeah, food is being gained, but it's a strong forest. That Tragopan with the 2 eggs, tucking the food on the Laughing Thrush, and that Owlet, which, to be fair, I think those 6 caches came in really, really early, and it's not really added to it since. But as we've kind of seen with our Purple Heron, it can run hot and cold, and the potential is there for just a huge turn in this forest, along with all that food being gained to be cached, as I say, with the Magpie. So yeah, definitely a dangerous situation. And yeah, the cards in the deck, I think we would be okay if we decided to draw 3 more times. I don't think that would be a problem. We'd certainly be okay to just tuck all of those. But yeah, no guarantee that that's going to be the best move. We may have better options, but we do get a card coming through. Okay, Asian Emerald Dove. Honestly, that's not terrible. That is not terrible at all. If I wanted to play that in the grasses now, that might be a little bit more food than I have access to. But yeah, I mean, that would be a big old play. But I think for now, we've got to be playing something. I mean, we could draw again and just clear the egg off the Jungle Fowl. But at the same time, we know, yeah, we've got to get birds in the forest, and I think Minivet into House Crow is going to be a good play. Regardless of anything else going on. So I guess what I want to do, I guess I take the worm space here, and then I want to ignore, oh, maybe I want to ignore an egg actually, because I feel like we are good on food. So we'll ignore an egg, get the House Crow in, and then we can take this space up here, which does get our extra row, so that's good. I can already tell my opponent's going to really want this space here. Absolutely nothing we can do about it. Really do kind of wish I'd blocked this off sooner, but there we go. But okay, let's say House Crow going in. That was a nice play. And yeah, 2 turns left, so could just be drawing twice here. Could well be drawing and yeah, going with this parakeet. Could be double play, Finch into parakeet, and then vulture. I mean, I've got to kind of calculate what that would be because we know it'd be 3 extra points here. And yeah, potentially, so another bonus card. But I don't think it is endangered species because there's not been loads more. Okay, well, I say that. We're now getting the crested ibis coming, so maybe it is endangered species, but we're also going to see another bonus card here, so that's going to make things very interesting. I think in that case, I think we go... Let me think about this. I think at least one of them is going to be a food. But because I only need 4 food, I could do Trumpeter Finch, double play into parakeet. I could ignore the seed and the food cost, so I would only need 4 worms there. But obviously every worm is a point up in the forest as well with the caching, so yeah, maybe equally. I think we at the very least do a card to ditch this Emerald Dove. I'm starting to think that this double play and then India Vulture at the end is going to be worth it. So yeah, as I say, Trumpeter Finch into parakeet. We know that's going to be 3 points. This is going to be 1 point, so it's a 4-point play. Play the Vulture. It's technically -1, but we get 3 back here. So between those 2 turns, it's 6 points. Plus a bonus card here and plus a bonus card here. I mean, that feels better. That feels better than drawing cards. So I think I'm going to go 1 card, 1 food. I think that's going to be the way we play this. So that's going to be a worm, and this is going to be the Emerald Dove. We're going to see what we get here. Okay. Small Clutch Specialist now. That is going to help make the case for playing these birds as well, because we get 3 more points there. Definitely not going to hit this one. So yeah, I think we have to play birds. I think we're going to have to play birds here and squeeze points out of these bonus cards. So yeah, ascending or descending is fine. I think it's time. I think it's time to get these birds in. And yeah, we can grab some of these spaces as well. Which way does the vulture face is the important question. Not the right way. But look at this. We can actually grab these 2 spaces, which is going to be some extra eggs as well, which is very, very nice. So I suppose, yeah, let's make sure I get them the right way. We want to go, are you less than 50? You are. So we can just go here. Take the egg. Oh, sorry, yeah, take our free egg. We go the jungle file, doesn't matter. We want to ignore the seed, which means we're going to play this for free and copy. Yeah, the white-headed duck and see some more bonus cards. So into the game, you come here. I'll say take this space for yet another free egg. So we'll get that down. And see what we get here. Okay, Grassland Population Monitor. Again, another 3 points. So do not mind that at all. So that actually worked out. That was a pretty good turn there. Suddenly, yeah, got 3 points here, got 3 points here, and we know by playing this vulture, we're going to get, yeah, another 3 points off that bonus card. So it's starting to come together. It's starting to come together, this this end game approach. These 3 Cs are ominous, so I do feel like we're going to see Busted come in just 1 turn too late for us to copy. And then it probably will just be taking food again for my opponent to, yeah, really use that magpie to full effect. But it does definitely feel like if I had to sniff out any bonus card, which, to be honest, I keep talking about running out of cards. We may well be running out of bonus cards here as well. There is the Busted. So, yeah, we did know that was going to come in. But there we go. Yeah, there's actually only 4 bonus cards left, and we're potentially going to see 2 here. But I think we're going to be copying an endangered species protector here. And so I think I want to get down this vulture. So, oh, actually, we can take this space down here, which I didn't even clock that. Not going to do any good for us, but it's a space on the board, so we'll go with that. And yeah, only ending up with this 1 extra food to cash with the crow. But that's just how it's worked out. So still not a bad play. And as I say, needed it for this end of round goal. So yeah, points are getting there, but this is worrying. Okay, that the 9 points here just all but confirms that it is endangered species. So we know at the very least, with the eagle or with the vulture, we're going to get 6 points off that. So that's not too bad. But yeah, really, I think we're going to be crossing our fingers for this Philippine eagle. We are going to be hoping that can do a job for us. That can get just one last good bonus card because we may well need it in this game. And all right, onto the teals. Looks like, yeah, food was gained on that last turn. No surprise. So let's do the house crow first. So we're going to be, yeah, caching a food. Do you know what? We'll give it to the crow. An eagle. Come on, what can you do for me here? One rat, still one rat, and still one rat. So only the one hit for us across the game. I suppose we'll take that. As I say, we did only score the 3 points off it, and it did take a little bit of work to do that. But yeah, respectable score, I think, on those bonus cards. And yeah, Indian Vulture is going to help us out as well. But I don't know, this is going to be tough. There's lots of big point birds down here. We know there's a good bonus card. And we know there's lots of tucks and caches as well. So we've got plenty of tucks and caches of our own. We've just got to hope that it is going to be enough here. Because, yeah, it's definitely been a strong game, I think, for both sides. So we'll just have to wait and see when we come through to the scores. But yeah, some nice teal powers there. We did get the tie on the end of our goal, so that was important. Pick up some extra points, and we're straight into the yellows where, yeah, we are indeed. Oh, actually, I mean, we could do pellet dissector as well, but we'll go endangered species for the style points. 6 more points. And into the final score. So, yeah, I really don't know. I think this could be on a bit of a knife edge. This could definitely flip either way here. As I say, we know those are some good bonus cards there for my opponents. So 18 is strong. Yeah, we've got a bit of work to do here. Cash food, we are behind. Tuck cards is where we were strong. So can we bring things back a little bit here? It's very tight. It's going to come into the duet tokens. And we just about miss out by 1 point in the end. 122 to 121. So I knew it was going to be close. 1 point in it. Just not quite enough there for us in the end. So we'll take a look, yeah, again, at these bonus cards that my opponent did have. Pellet dissector, very nice. Maybe that magpie came in clutch at the end to help with that. 3 forest population, and yeah, as we knew, 9 points endangered species. So yeah, pretty nice there. Obviously good for us to copy that one, but yeah, just maybe needed slightly better ones that we were able to draw ourselves. Just, you know, 3 points is okay, but you kind of need to be scoring more than that reliably. Yeah, if you could have a hope of winning a game like this. So yeah, nice wetlands. I think we got that together just about in time, and I think we managed the end game well to try and maximize off these bonus cards. But who knows, maybe drawing cards, maybe the purple heron's going to hit and score us more points. But always hard to tell, especially, yeah, in a game like this where, as I say, could definitely have gone either way. But we'll take it on the chin. Still got a few more games left to play in this group stage of the Id Dove Duet. So if you want to see those, do make sure you're subscribed. Do make sure you are following along. And I look forward to seeing you in another game very, very soon.